Merry Christmas, everyone. Tonight we are going to be talking about how dry needling can be useful for tennis elbow. I'm Dr. Sarah Sewell of Resilience RX, and just a quick recap on what tennis elbow is. It is pain on the outside of the elbow, right in through here. It tends to get worse with gripping activities, or if you are a fitness athlete and like to work out, it tends to get aggravated with cleans, snatches, and kettlebell swings. So, for this, we typically needle the wrist extensors because that's the muscle group that's involved. Some of them start above the elbow, some of them start below the elbow, and they insert down and through here. So for this, we are going to go one above the elbow and one below the elbow. So we'll go up here first. And my demo model today doesn't actually have elbow problems, so that was fairly uneventful. Not a lot of tissue tension on my end that I could feel. No real muscle twitches. We may get a muscle twitch in through here because there's some tissue tension as I kind of move it back and forth. There's a little bit right here, so we're just going to go straight down. And no, a little. Not a lot, nothing visible, but a little bit happening underneath the surface. So we'll then hook up the eStim and actually get those muscles to contract a little bit. So you can see those muscles moving there, and her hand's actually moving a little bit. How does the intensity feel? Okay, I'm not going to turn it up a whole lot, but if we did, we would see her hand start to come up and towards her a little bit. It's just beginning that motion, which tells us we're in a couple specific muscles that are actually really good for targeting tennis elbow. These are the ones that we do want to hit. So one of the common questions that I tend to get about dry needling is there any blood? And here, maybe there's a teeny drop, nothing here. The needles are so small that typically there's no blood. And if there is, we clean it up with a cotton swab. If there is soreness, it lasts maybe 48 hours and usually isn't any worse than what you would get after a typical workout, usually. So dry needling for tennis elbow, again, that's pain with gripping activities, holding a coffee mug. Dry needling is one of the treatment options that tends to work really well for that area because there's not a lot of tissue right by your elbow, very thin, and this is one of the best ways to actually get into the muscle, down into where that dysfunction is. So if you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out, and I hope you guys have a wonderful time this holiday season.